All right, we are now live. So, welcome everyone to this month's Startup Story. My name is Elise Bortolotta with the Emerging Enterprise Center, a nonprofit business incubator part of the Newcastle County Chamber of Commerce. So, every brand has a story, and today we're really excited to be talking with James, the founder of Roy Group, about what led him to become an entrepreneur and also start a personalized vitamin company, 3H Vita. Welcome, James.
Thank you for having me. I first want to say thank you for the opportunity. Even though we're very at the beginning stages of the startup, I'm honored to have been invited for the interview and ready to answer any questions you might have.
Well, so I actually got to know you because last year you were a semifinalist in our annual Swim with the Sharks pitch competition. And for anyone who is not familiar, please go to eecincubator.com. Our applications are due Friday, and I'd love for you to share kind of with who you are, and then a little bit about the Roy Group and the vitamins that you are producing.
Sure. I would love to. My name is James, as Elise said, and I'm the founder of Roy Group. We started an e-commerce brand called 3H Vita, and which is a personalized nutrition company based on your lifestyle and genetics. And to provide a little background about me, I moved to the US when I was 9 from South Korea with my family seeking better medical care for my brother, who was born with a rare disability. And after coming to America and seeing how much support and love we received from the people around us, I knew that when I grew up, I wanted to do something to be able to give back to the community that helped me and my family out. And after college, moving to Korea, being hired by a cosmetics and vitamin company, I got to learn a lot about the supplement industry in Korea. But my ultimate dream was to live in America and run my own company and fulfill my own previously mentioned goal of helping out people with disabilities. So after looking into where I should start, Delaware seemed like a pretty good spot because of being central to all the quote unquote main cities around the area, and also not being such a widespread state. I thought I could get some great concentrated help for myself and my company as well. And that's why I just packed my things one day and moved here to Delaware.
Well, so I feel like so I love to learn a little bit about not just the companies that people start, but a little bit about who they are. And I feel like you just touched on so many amazing things about what inspired you, where you grew up, and how that kind of dictated the path you took today. I am curious. You did say that you learned a lot about the Korean market, the vitamin market. What are kind of the bigger differences you found between here in the States and in Korea in the vitamin market?
So in Korea, there was a lot of focus, especially in the pet industry. They knew how much they take care of their pets in America. And so if the product has a US flag on it, they knew, oh, this product, they made it well, especially for the pet who everyone considers their family. And domestication of animals is a lot of a newer topic in Korea compared to in America, which has been going on for generations. And so I saw that there was so much of a market being able to grow in Korea for this reason, because they were starting to follow the patterns of America. And I knew that being able to speak English while living here, that I could get a lot more information if I do start a company here related to that. And I didn't want to do just pet grade supplements. Working with also human grade supplements in Korea, I knew that I could incorporate both into it when I created the company in America.
And what made your company different from other vitamin companies? I know there's something special, so I'm not going to give it away because I do know a little bit more about your company. So what is it that made your company a little bit more or differentiated your company from other vitamin companies?
Right. So I saw that in America and also in all across Asia being there, that people were struggling to see what vitamins they should be taking. And they would search online, they would ask their doctors, and they would get contradicting information everywhere they looked. And to mitigate this issue and also to get rid of all the guesswork that people basically have when purchasing, especially vitamins, we wanted to have something personalized, made one of one just for you. And through genetic testing and incorporating your lifestyle into it as well, and our vitamins coming in a one pack form where every single supplement you would need on a daily basis is in this form, is in this packet, in a not a pill form, which people tend to not like to take. And also sometimes people struggle with taking big
Mhm.
pills. Um, we put it in a microbead form factor where it comes in little pebbles, and you can put it into food as well, and it won't do any harm to your stomach, with people get uncomfortable sometimes. And we thought this was the perfect product that people can take that helps solve all the issues mentioned above.
So I know that even you can have the most perfect product and still have challenges. So what challenges do you feel like you faced as a founder um, that you're comfortable sharing?
So the challenges, I would say is I would say trying to get customers, especially me being here and our market focus being in Korea. Um, I had to find the best business partner actually, and that was the most challenging part, I would say. And I realized that pretty early on that you can't do the business alone. There's no business you can just do it all by yourself. And but I had to be very careful with who I chose first coming on to the company. I knew that they would have to like the product, but most importantly, know that what the vision and the goal that we have, that they view it the same way I do.
Mm-hmm.
And so it when I found that perfect partner who I used to work with in Korea, that it was nice because they we both motivated each other to work harder, and sometimes he even works harder than I do here, and it was great to see that. And to have the different time zones in Korea and here, it helps me sleep with ease of mind, knowing that he has things under control.
That
And
is nice.
oh, yeah.
I do. I like that you said you can't really start a business alone. You do need others,
Mhm.
and it is nice to hear that you found a partner that you can really work well with. That is a big hurdle to jump. I know that you are. I know no business starts without funding, and I know that you were. Again, I said you were a semifinalist last year with some of the Sharks pitch competition, and hopefully you're applying again this year. But where else did you look for funding aside from pitch competitions?
Um, yeah, so like you said, all business owners are seeking funding, and I'm no different. And I attended the pitch competition again last year, but also plan to again this year. But the main thing I realized with funding is reaching out to everyone and anyone you know, and including groups, and just showing up to places like SBDC, SBA, and Chamber of Commerce, the Emerging Enterprise Center, on, and getting the most amount of knowledge and information you can. And for this, I know this is hosted by the EC, but I do want to say thank you for the vast amount of information you guys have given me, and especially the connections and seminars that helped me reach my next milestones.
I will say that, like, I feel like the Delaware community is extremely generous in making sure that all the startups really do have kind of the resources and are given the help that we could give. And I'm really looking forward to. I know you have you've come to us over the year to try to figure out a few of the help solve a few problems you had, and we really do want to make sure you're connected with the right people to get those challenges resolved. So if you were to where do you think you are in your growth process? Like, have you seen any kind of have you done anything that increased your momentum for your e-commerce site that you can kind of pinpoint to see that snowball effect?
So I can't say a specific point that we grew, but we have, through my business partner and the connections that we made in Korea, we have allocated a variety of groups that have become our customer base. And our plan is in the next 3 years, have 150,000 customers in Korea. And in the next 5 years, go all over Asia to be in the entire Asian market. And so we have been working on that plan. But at the beginning, we are definitely still, I would say, not at our peak or or
Okay.
even close to our peak. Um, but we definitely start to gain interest of customers, and our website is always changing based on customer feedback and the feedback we get from not just customers but from all over our distributors, our manufacturers, etc. And so um, yeah, I can't say a specific point that I would say helped or can point out what growth stage we're at right now. I don't know if that answers your question.
No, that's okay, because I kind of, you have a unique business model. I know that you are one in I think the vitamin industry is a very interesting industry. And then I feel like also the fact that you are both here in the States and in Korea starting off, I feel like that's a unique model that you have to share what you learned through that experience. So anything you feel like that's helped with growth, especially in the e-commerce piece, is important.
Got it. Right. I also don't want to be known as just like a vitamin company. We don't just plan to do vitamins in the future. We want to be the one-stop shop for personalized health. We want to provide not only vitamins, but exercise plans, nutrition plans based on your goals and specific body needs that we can tell from your genetics and lifestyle. And that's where we want to be a Delaware-based company where people can come to and say, oh, anything related to health, I could just go to that company to find the perfect product and information for me.
I also feel like the personalized piece is really important. That I think that really does help. I think that personalized anything is actually just kind of an important way that industries are taking, especially with healthcare, any kind of healthcare. So what would you think is the best advice that you've received throughout the years of starting your company that you'd share?
So this is going to sound very cliche, but I've been hearing this statement from all my mentors and established business owners saying that if it doesn't work one way, there's always another way. And just keep on going, and all this hard work will pay off in the end. And I know it sounds, like I said, very cliche, but when I first came to Delaware, I honestly didn't have much. I worked 5 jobs and trying to run the company at the same time. It was very difficult for me, and but I think this experience is what keeps me going because I know I have everything riding on this. So I am enjoying the journey in a way, and it's the route I chose for myself. So I'm trying to do the best I can with everything I have, and giving it my all.
That's good. It's all you can really ask from anyone. And so you keep saying that we're your Delaware business. So even though you're just kind of, like you said, you're still on that growth journey, where do you feel like you can make an impact in your community with your business?
So related to our ultimate goal of helping out people with disabilities, our company is looking to donate to groups that help out people with groups that help people with disabilities, starting in Delaware. But not only do we want to donate, but we want to go in person and help with our time and effort as well, being hands-on. And I think if we can make one person feel as though their disability is not viewed as a disability, then I fulfilled my goal.
Wonderful. And I know that you have a lot of, with your brother, I believe you said that is kind of a personal journey for you, which is important. And then if there was someone who's interested in learning more about you and your business, where can they find you?
So they can go to my company to learn more about my company on www.3hvita.com. And it will be in Korean, but if you put the translate option on it, it should be able to translate everything you can.
Cool. Yep. Google Translate English. Awesome. I love it. So anyone wants to go to www.3hvita.com and then use the Google Translate option. I'm on there right now. It looks fantastic. And I'm really excited to watch where this business takes you and where your journey ends or starts.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I look forward to also see you again at this year's Swim with the Sharks pitch competition. Again, for those who are interested, please make sure you're going to www.eecincubator.com to learn more about that competition. And make sure that if you want to learn more about the 3H vitamin Vita company, go to www.3hvita.com. Thank you guys so much for watching today. And thank you so much again, James, for being here and sharing your story and about your company.
Thank you for having me. It was a great opportunity, and letting people know more, learn more about Roy Group and 3H Vita.
Awesome. Well, have a wonderful day. Thanks, everyone. Bye.